I'm Andrew Wasson from CreativeGuitarStudio.com. So if you clicked on this video because you thought to yourself, I don't know a lot about two-string licks, so I'm interested in the mistakes I might be making. If you said that, then you're definitely on the right video. But there's also something else that you need to consider. For a lot of guitar players, it's not just about mistakes that could be holding you back. It's also about what you're not doing that could be one of your biggest problems. And that right there is the one big mistake of two-string licks. Basically, hardly anyone actually uses them. So if this sounds like you, then I've got a collection of secrets of the pros right here in this video that should start to make a big difference when it comes to playing and using two-string licks. After this, join me for the second half of this lesson over on my Patreon page, where I'll be taking the idea behind two-string licks in a new direction. For the Patreon lesson, we'll cover a keys harmony with two-string licks, and we'll also build the harmonized ideas into a song. But first, before we get started, a quick word about my Handouts Collection ebook offer. Do you want an amazing guitar book that's perfect for any guitarist at any level? Well, here's how to get yourself a copy of the Creative Guitar Studio Handouts Collection ebook. It's easy to do with any donation of $5 or more made on the CreativeGuitarStudio.com website. You'll instantly receive a copy of this 100-page guitar lesson ebook. It's jam-packed full of chords, scales, arpeggios, music theory, and technique drills. Join the thousands of guitar players who've already received their copy of this amazing lesson book. Just head to CreativeGuitarStudio.com/donations to donate and download your copy today. No matter what level of experience you have on guitar, two-string licks are something that you can be adding into your playing right now. And keep in mind, good guitar playing habits are not only about experience, because we all start into new songs and theory and technique as beginners. So it's more about exposure to new material and also being excited to learn what that material can offer you. So let's jump into some secrets of the pros for when it comes down to playing and using two-string licks. Now, I wasn't kidding when I said that so many guitar players out there, they don't do this idea of two-string licks. It's just like something that maybe they've heard, but they don't know how to integrate it into their style or into their playing habits. And that's really like the one big mistake out there, is you got to learn how to put this in. The sound of it is so cool. And I've got a collection of some secrets of the pros, so I'm going to get down here for you right now, starting with some ideas on the third, the major and minor third. Now, there's a harmonized way that these are set up in a key. I'm going to show you some ideas here in C major. We're just going to use this open position C major 7 chord. We're going to pick across it, and then I'm going to set up a thirds cycle that's going to take place as a two-string lick on the 4th and 3rd strings, just like this. Simple little line that just builds along the neck in an ascending way. You put it together with that nice chord, arpeggiated chord. Does that sound nice? It just adds such a full texture to everything, and it's just such a great sound to add in. I've got another approach, though, I want to show you with this. It's going to be based off of the 4th chord of the key of C major. It's actually an F major 7 chord. Nice easy version right here in 3rd fret position. We're just going to drop, pick across it like that, give it an arpeggiated sound. And then between the 3rd and 2nd strings, I've got another two-string lick for you. It goes like this. You notice that movement there, how I'm doing it with my picking. It's being used with hybrid style picking. So I'm using my pick and my middle finger. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. You could just do it with a pick if you wanted to. But it just gives it this punch to use hybrid, where you're using your pick and your middle finger to snap at the strings like that. So it's a really nice sound against that arpeggiated chord. Very simple, and this is the beginning of how you can start adding these sounds into your guitar playing. Like I said, these are some examples in C major here to start you off with those major and minor thirds. The next thing that I want to get into here with you is the perfect 4th, and a style that uses this a lot is funk. Check this little riff out I got here for you. It goes like this. Isn't that cool? Now we got some punches that are happening here, kind of quick. It's 16th note based, but that's what that funky sound is all about. I'm hitting the A minor, the top of it on the top 3 strings as a small triad in 5th fret. And it's got that delayed action to it. It's a dotted 8th note into a 16th. And then from there, I'm going to be doing some 2-note slides based upon the 4th interval. We've got a C note going up to an F, and then a B into an E. So just moving it quickly between those 2 fret positions of 5th and 4th, and it's set up on 5 and 6, 4 and 5, and we're just bringing it back and forth like that. Really easy to do. The next ones are even easier. Just top 2 strings barring at 5th and 3rd. Just like that. So, and again, you could use hybrid style picking with the pick and the middle finger, or you could just strike them with your pick. Either way, it's going to sound really nice. In the second half of this thing, what we're dealing with here is a punch on a G major chord. Same kind of style though, with that dotted 8th note into the 16th. If you have your Patreon handout, you're going to see this in your charts. But then what we're going to do is a pretty big leap up the neck. We're going to focus on the 3rd and 2nd strings into 7 and 8 with a little bit of vibrato, and then down into 5 and 6, and then 4 and 5 up to the 5 and 6 again. So, all right, so all in all, really cool sound when you get these 4ths involved, and it does fit really nice with that funky style. I got a couple other ideas I want to introduce here to you, and they're kind of like slide movement ideas that are licks based around the perfect 5th. If you're familiar with the 5th, it's a popular one. Power chords are all 5ths. So if you know the power chord shape, that's a 5th interval. If I'm over here on a G, I go up to the upper note of the power chord, it's a D. G, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the 5th idea. Now, what we're going to do with these shapes is a little bit different. We're going to take them to the upper part of the neck at first here, and we're going to be doing some slide ideas with them. So we're going to take the 5th from behind and then add in the upper note to give it this kind of slide effect. And you can do that with hybrid as well. Just like so. And I'm going to add in, before we jump on those, we're going to get some chord punches happening here like this. So a nice kind of a chord filler in the bass there. So. Then we just build it up with those 5ths. Very cool sound with these 5ths on the way they slide. And you don't have to stick with just, high notes like that. You can do them really anywhere you'd like to. One of my other places across the fretboard that I like this sound is between 4th and 3rd strings. So I wanted to show you one last idea here with the perfect 5th slides concept. It's going to work on the 4th string off of the 2nd fret into 3rd. Then the power chord's going to come in on this F here, and then move forward from the F to the G. And then we got a G power chord there as well. Just like that. Could even sustain all of it and vibrato it. It sounds really cool. There are a couple of chord punches in there too. Just before we hit that, it goes. So you can hear that G chord coming in. F, G. And then the lick. So you tell with these 5th intervals on the sliding concept, man, they sound really cool. They really help you bring together the harmony on the upper strings or in the middle of the neck, really wherever you want to put them together. They can sound very cool the way they ascend or descend in the setup of the lines that you build. So this is the stuff I need you to get started on, because usually these are ideas that just people are not doing, and it's all the stuff that you hear professional players do all the time, and all the guitar legends, whether it's the shredder guys like Joe Satriani or Steve Vai or Eric Johnson or Paul Gilbert, they're using them. And they're in a lot of old classic songs too, so you'll probably recognize more and more as you start getting these into your playing of where you've probably heard them in the past. Now, I hope that you'll join me for the second half of this lesson plan over on Patreon. I've got some great stuff there for you. I'm going to give you a good education on the guitar theory, on how to think about these harmonized lines and how to set them onto the fretboard so so you really can start using them in a much easier way. Another thing I've done for you is I've taken some of the harmonies that we're going to be introducing there on Patreon, and I put them together in a short piece so you can learn a song and understand how they're integrated as well. Now, if you need extra help beyond all this stuff, check out my website over at creativeguitarstudio.com. It's a different website than Patreon, and over there I've got all my courses, so if you want to study introductory, intermediate, and advanced on the core curriculum, all that stuff's available to you there. If you want to get into some of my electives, like the very popular acoustic guitar or the guitar technique classes that I've got on there, you can go and check that out too. They're under the headings of electives. All that's available, like I said, on my website at creativeguitarstudio.com, and the second half of this lesson is available on my Patreon, which is at patreon.com/Creative Guitar Studio. If you're signed up as one of my $15 a month Patreon members, you'll get to watch a bonus video for the second half of this lesson. And in the bonus part 2 video, I'll be taking these ideas of two-string licks into a new direction. In the Patreon lesson, we'll cover a keys harmony with two-string note patterns played as harmonized thirds and sixths. Then we'll build those harmonized patterns into a song that I've composed just for the lesson. Plus, as a Patreon member, along with that bonus video, you'll get jam tracks, and you'll also get to download a detailed PDF handout that shows you all the examples in both music notation and in tab. Plus, it also includes a number of additional tips and explanations that you don't get in the video lessons. So head over to my Patreon, become a $15 a month supporter today. It's at patreon.com/Creative Guitar Studio. And guys, if you want to help support the channel even further, check out our Teespring store. The link is located inside the top pinned comment below. The store has all kinds of great guitar designs on t-shirts, sweaters, bags, hats, and coffee cups. All the designs and the prints are top quality. In fact, I'm wearing one of the shirts right now. Let me tell you, the fabrics and the prints are just fantastic. Go and check out the store, and if you're a member of the website, use your Creative Guitar Studio coupon code to get your members discount at checkout on Teespring. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure you leave your comments and give the video a thumbs up below. And remember, if you're looking for a step-by-step guitar program that puts real tested methods into a proven guitar course, not just random YouTube videos, it's all available over at creativeguitarstudio.com. Plus, you're going to want to make sure you're seeing all my guitar lessons here on YouTube. So go and turn on those notifications, ring the bell, and subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, I'll be back here again real soon with another video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now. I have over 30 years experience teaching guitar, and I've written a well-organized step-by-step guitar course. Head over to my website at creativeguitarstudio.com and sign up for a free membership today. Join the thousands of members worldwide who have already enrolled. There's no need to learn the guitar on your own. Let me help you become the best guitar player you can be.